Good morning and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Awareness, where love is in West Sacramento. I will be providing your meditation this morning. So please take a deep breath with me, breathing in all of that love and light of this moment, and letting out into the atmosphere that love and light as well. Breathing in, letting it out. So if you feel comfortable to close your eyes at this time, please feel free to do so. As we journey together to a favorite place of mine. The place is called the Garden of Infinite Possibilities. The Garden of Infinite Possibilities. So come with me and walk with me as we take the grassy path to the garden of infinite possibilities, realizing that in the garden, everything and anything is possible, is available for you to receive. The garden of infinite possibilities, walking together, you and I, feeling the plushy grass beneath our feet, how cool the grass is in between our toes, how amazing the fragrance of the garden feels as we smell every beautiful flower, plant, tree imaginable is available in the garden of infinite possibilities. You and I walking together. And as we come into the garden, we realize there is a bench right to the left of us, allowing us to take a seat, to take a moment, to revel in the beautifulness of the garden, to enjoy the fragrance of the trees and the plants and the flowers as we enjoy this period of serenity, this moment of peacefulness, this amazing opportunity to rest in the love of the Heavenly Spirit. For that is what the Garden of Infinite Possibilities is. The resting place to feel the love of the one, to experience that love in nature with each other. Yes. And what is a garden without the water feature, bringing us the element of coolness, the element of longing, the longing of the love of the water. As the water flows down into a liquid pool at the bottom of the fountain. The water, it is so magnificent. The feeling of the touches of the burst of water from the fountain, the dew touching our face, the coolness that it provides. The garden of infinite possibilities is available to you right now. And as we sit in the garden of infinite possibilities, we look up into the sky, how blue and beautiful it is. as the clouds move by softly, swiftly, pillowy, moving, shaping themselves into a word that allows us to encapsulate this feeling that we are experiencing, this feeling of love in the garden, and the words that the clouds present to us are, you are always and in all ways loved by Spirit. The words that are written say, you are always and in all ways loved by Spirit. Do you feel the love of Spirit around you, beside you, within you? That presence, that love, that embracement, knowing that you are and have always been a child of Spirit, a child loved by Spirit, a child blessed by Spirit. You are. You have always been, and you will always be loved, embraced by Spirit. As we sit on the bench together, enjoying the words that are written in the sky just for us, enjoying the sounds of water flowing from the fountain just for us, enjoying this period of time in the garden of infinite possibilities just for us. We continue to enjoy this magnificent time in the silence. In the silence, we are remembered. We are remembering. We are loved. In the garden of infinite possibilities, anything and everything that you desire, anything and everything that you desire is yours in the garden of infinite possibilities. For you are so worthy. You are so worthy of everything that is here. You are so worthy of everything that is desired. You are so worthy of all the good that is here for you to receive. Open up your arms wide to receive these blessings. Open up your arms wide to receive the embracement of all good that is here for you. That is here for you. The embracement of all good. For you are so worthy. You have always been worthy. You have always been blessed. You have always and in all ways been that magnificent expression of God's. Yes. That is who you are. That is who you have always been. That is who you will always be. Magnificent, amazing, blessed. That is your existence. That is who you are. That is who you are. So as we continue to sit in the garden, continuing to remember who we are, continuing to feel the love of Spirit around us at all times, continuing to feel the burst of love from within. We are love. We are love. We are love. We have always been love. That is our true form. Love. We are love. And as we come back to this place, coming back from the garden of infinite possibilities, coming back from the water that flows down into the bottom of the fountain, how cool the water is, how beautiful the garden of infinite possibilities is. The colors of every flower imaginable is saying, yes, you are love. Yes. And as we say goodbye to this place, this amazing, magnificent place that we can visit at any time, we seal this remembrance with a prayer to remember who we are. We recognize that God sees us as love, for God is love. We recognize that God is the peace that we are receiving from the garden. We recognize the amazing blessing that God is, that we are, that we are. And as we say goodbye to the garden, as we, in this moment of meditation with prayer, knowing that we are and have always been love, we say goodbye to the garden. We say goodbye to the garden. And we say hello to the blessing that we are. For this and so much more, we say amen and amen. Enjoy the service. Thank you.
lifting of the beyond the hill to where our help comes from. Sing it with me, see it sing. There's a lifting of the hand. There's a lifting of the heart. There's a lifting of the eyes beyond the hill to where our help comes from. We will lift. We will lift up our hands. We will lift up our hearts. We will lift up our eyes beyond the hills to where our help comes from. Our help comes from you. Our help comes from you. We lift up our heads. Our help comes from you. We lift up our hearts. Our help comes from you. We lift up our eyes to where our help comes from. There's the lifting. There's a lifting of the hand. There's a lifting of the heart. There's a lifting of the eyes beyond the hill to where our help comes from. We realize where our help comes from. We realize where our help comes from. We realize where our help comes from. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah, we're really low. Melodies from heaven rain down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven rain down on me, rain down on me. Take me in your arms and hold me close. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Fill me with the presence I love the most. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven rain down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven rain down on me, rain down on me. Take me in your arms and hold me close. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Fill me with the presence I love the down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven, rain down on me, rain down on me. Take me in your arms and hold me close. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Fill me with the presence I love the most. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven, rain down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven, rain down on me, rain down on me. Take me in your arms and hold me close. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Fill me with the presence I love the most. Rain down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven, rain down on me, rain down on me. Melodies from heaven, rain down on me, rain down on me.
All right. Well, now's that time. Justin, can you turn me up just a little bit, sir? Now's that time where we like to send our little ones back to their special place. And I've already seen a couple of them go back there, which I love. So now I want to encourage you to send that little one inside of you back to that place where you know that you're loved, whole, perfect, and complete. And this song is for you as it is for them.
Spirit loves the little children, all the children of the world. No matter who you are, you're a bright and shining star. Spirit loves the little children of the world. The gift that looks good on you. Hey. The gift that looks good on you.
And that's the gift that you wake up with every day.
The gift that looks good on you.
We want to encourage you to use that gift and love that gift.
The gift that looks good on you.
Now, let's hear the message. Sing along. Here we go. Come on.
The systems of the world will try to take your confidence, but these systems were designed to make you doubt what heaven sent. The systems of the world will try to take your confidence, but these systems were designed to make you sit down on your gift. But the gift God gave to you, share it all with them. When God sees it operating, it's truly a compliment. But the gift God gave to you, share it all with them. For the gifted will make room, position for greatness to see you. The gift that looks good on you, it looks good on you. The gift that looks good on you, it looks good. The gift that looks good on you, it looks good on you. The gift that looks good, and you wear it well. God has graced you, and you wear it well.
Tell them the lesson, y'all.
The systems of the world will try to take your confidence, but these systems were designed to make you doubt what heaven sent. The systems of the world will try to take your confidence, but these systems were designed to make you sit down on your gift. But the gift God gave to you, share it all with them. When God sees it operating, it's truly a compliment. What the gift God gave to you, share it all with them. When the gifted will make room, position for greatness will see you. The gift that looks good on you, looks good. The gift that looks good on you. It looks good on you. The gift that looks good. And you wear it well. God has graced you. And you wear it well. Well, you wear it well. God has graced you. And you wear it well. Looks good on you. The gift that looks good on you. It looks good. The gift that looks good on you. It looks good on you. The gift that looks good. And you wear it well. God has graced you. And you wear it well. The gift that looks good.
So now that you got your gift, own that gift, because this is the day that you have to make. This is the day. This is the day where you say, I'm going to use that gift and make it my best day, to make it a glorious day, to make it the day that God has intended for me to have every day of my life. But you must take that gift, and you must intentionally say in your mind that this is the day.
This is the day that the Lord has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
This is the day.
This is the day that the Lord has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let me see you. Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Everybody, let me clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
This is the day.
This is the day that the Lord has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
This is the day.
This is the day
Lord
that the Lord has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let me see everybody do this. Come on. Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Oh, this is the day.
This is the
The
day
Lord
that
has
the Lord
made.
has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
This is the day.
This is the
The
day
Lord
that
made.
the Lord has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let me see everybody do this. Clap your
Clap
hands.
your hands.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Follow Reverend Rick and do this. Clap your hands. Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Oh, this is the day.
This is the day
Lord
that
made.
the Lord has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let us
Rejoice. Rejoice. Yeah. This is the day.
This is the
The
day
Lord
that the
made.
Lord
Yeah.
has made.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
Clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
And clap your
Clap
hands.
your hands.
Stomp your feet.
Stomp your feet.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
Come on, rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
Come on, rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
Come on, rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let us rejoice.
Let
Yeah.
us rejoice.
Let us rejoice. Let us rejoice. Come on, rejoice. Let us rejoice. Yeah. Come on, rejoice. Let us rejoice. Yeah. Let us rejoice. Yeah. Let us rejoice. Yeah. Let us rejoice.
All right. We want to welcome Tim Jermaine, Rosanna, Philip, Pamela, Val, Reverend Peggy, and Maureen joining us online.
Welcome here, and we're so glad that you're with us this morning. Woo! Our community was started by Reverend Dr. Georgia Prescott, and I'm Reverend Rick, and I am blessed and so fortunate to be your senior minister. So thank you for that. Now, we are a community with many, many beliefs, but we believe we can summarize them under 4 principles. Number 1, God is all there is. There is no oppositional power to the power of God. Everything in the universe is working for us, not against us. Not at all. I'm sorry, I got to take your devil away. God is all there is. Put it back on the shelf. But we understand that there is evil and devilishness in the world, and the question is, where does it come from? We don't believe it's supernatural. We believe it starts and stops right in the minds of individuals. And therefore, we are mindful about what we think. If we have a thought that doesn't work for us, we can always replace it. We don't need to beat ourselves up. We don't need to give ourselves any hard time. All we need to do is replace it, because all thought is creative and influential. Our 3rd principle says this: everything in our experience is either a call for love or an expression of love. No exceptions. And I always know when I have a call for love, because I am behind that slow person who will just not get out of my way. And there are 3 particular kinds of vehicles that are always the problem, but I won't say them here. That's my problem, right? I show up needing love. And therefore, we should be really compassionate with people, right? We should have grace, because sometimes we come and show up needing love. But we know that all we have to do is give love in situations where people are coming with love. If they're coming without love, then we still need to give love. That is what we need to do. 4th and most important, and if you don't remember anything else about what's going on here this morning, and I don't know how you can forget, you are whole, perfect, and complete just as you are right now. You always have been, you always will be, whole, perfect, and complete. And someone may have told you that you are not whole, perfect, and complete, and it's only because they didn't understand that they were whole, perfect, and complete. Hurting people hurt people, but we overcome by doing good. Okay, amen? I'd like to recognize our 2nd-time visitors. Please just raise your hand. We won't ask you to say anything. We just want to recognize that you are here and thankful. Let's welcome them. Thank you for being here. And now our 1st-time visitors. Again, just raise your hand. We just want to give you a gift and thank you for being here. We won't ask you to say anything. We're just so happy to have you here.
So glad you came to celebrate Spirit. You are welcome here. We hope this isn't your last time. Anytime you're passing by, you are welcome here. So glad you came. Feel free to worship and celebrate Spirit's name. So glad you came to celebrate Spirit. You are welcome here.
Welcome to Sharon T, Mitch, Sharice, Anna, Derek, and Taryn Yu. They're not finished yet, but Terry as well.
Okay, hi. I'm Susan Solomon. I'm on your board of trustees. Please join me in reading the Center's mission statement. The Center for Spiritual Awareness is a diverse and caring community in which we share spiritual nourishment and celebrate all paths to God through the principles of science of mind. Today's altar flowers are from Ayana Kaburi in celebration of her 16-year union with her beloved Ami. Happy anniversary, dear Ami. May we continue to share life, laughter, and love. You bring me joy. Oh. Oh. Today's lobby flowers are from Rosemary Romano, and she says, thank you, CSA. Okay, now things are going to get serious. For those of you who have taken vases home, when you took your flowers home, time to bring them back. Otherwise, we don't have vases to put your flowers in. Thank you. The traveling lunch bunch, Ole, Tres Hermanas, Mexican cuisine in Davis. Thursday, August 25th at 11:30, and the sign-up sheet is in the lobby. The New Moon Manifesting Circle will meet on Sunday, August 28th at 12:45 p.m. Join Reverend Peggy in this monthly series based on the book Moonology Diary 2022 by Yasmin Boland. Also sign up in the lobby. Okay, now we have a list of classes that are starting, and there's a whole bunch of them here. The Foundations of the Science of Mind, Reverend Rick is teaching, starting Thursdays, September 1st through November 10th at 6 p.m. This is a hybrid course at CSA and online with Zoom. Registration is online at www.csasacramento.org. The cost of the class is $70 with scholarships available. Contact Reverend Rick at info@revrick.faith. The Essential Ernest Holmes class taught by practitioner Mary Bell is on Tuesdays for 10 weeks, October 4th through December 6th, from 6 to 9 p.m. Information and sign up in the lobby or online, and I'm not going to repeat it's CSA sacramento.org every time, but that's our website. Rise and Speak with ministerial intern Mitch Austin. This is a very popular class. You better hurry up and sign up. October 5th through November 19th. He will teach you to craft and deliver messages of love, hope, and inspiration. The class is limited to 9 students, and you can sign up in the lobby. That we have social justice learning opportunities to discuss racism in a safe environment. We meet on Tuesday nights from 5:30 to 7. More information also in the lobby. We have a social justice book group, which meets every Thursday evening, 5:30 to 7 on Zoom. Currently reading Abolition for the People, edited by Colin Kaepernick. Sign-ups in the lobby. Whew, there's so much more going on. Get weekly updates. Sign up in the lobby for our weekly e-blast. This is a very important communication from Reverend Nick that comes out every Thursday, and you need to get it in order to know what's happening. So you can sign up in the lobby or on the website. Okay. We are now offering prayer after service here in the front. Please take a seat in the row directly in front of me, and a practitioner will call for you. Only vaccinated practitioners are offering this service currently. And now is a good time to turn off your cell phone. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Part 2 of the announcements. First of all, we just want to hold Tim Garcia, our president of our board, in the light. He had a fall this week and broke his femur in 2 places. And so he's laid up right now and just anxious to be here. So we love you. We know you're online, and we thank you that you. In the e-blast is a lot of information going into fall. We will have our annual meeting on November 6th. There are some requirements before we have that annual meeting. Number 1, we have to make sure we've received any people who want to be received as members, as well as we also want to offer a class for that. Now, here's the deal. If you have been consistent coming here and you give, sorry, you're a member, okay? You need to tell me that you don't want to be a member. If you give and it is not recognizable, that is the only group of people that need to sign up when we provide applications. It's because we just don't know who you are. But we're so glad that you're here. Okay? Wonderful. Thank you. There isn't a part 3. Now it's time for prayer. So I invite you to fill up these seats with beings of light that are in your heart today. Whoever comes to mind, whatever comes to mind. We ask that you just bring it into this healing presence, because where the Spirit of God is, there is liberty, there is peace, and there is power. And for that, we are so thankful. And I'm going to light our memory candle to remind you that in your world, you are the light of the world. And I'm going to ring the bowl 3 times. And let the sound of this bowl take you to that place where you know, and you know that you are whole, you are perfect, and complete.
I need to be still. I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When the world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. I need to be still and let God love me. When this world starts to push and shove me, I need to be still and let God love me. So let's just take a breath in the stillness. Breathing in love and breathing out anything unlike love. As we drop into the inner sanctuary, I know there is only one power, one presence, one love, by whatever name we choose to call it. God, Goddess, Universe, the presence, Elohim, Wonka Tonka, the stuff. It is in and through and as all things. It's breathing us, digesting our food, beating our hearts. It's preparing the road in front of us, even around the corners, the bends, the dips that we can't see. It is already there with its love, with its care, with its protection, with its guidance. And I speak my word knowing right now that it is safe. It is safe to show up as our fullest expression of God, of good. And we can surrender the judgments, the pain, the smallness, the I am not enoughness. We can just let it go. Because our good is right here, right now, with us always, no matter what has happened before. And I speak my word knowing that this service is held in the wisdom, the love, the grace of the divine. That Reverend Rick speaks the word to each and every heart present here and online. And that the music stirs our spirits and opens our soul. And so I just give thanks. I give thanks for this beautiful and rare place called CSA, where everyone is welcome, always. No judgment here, only love. And so I release this word, the word of the divine, into the one that always says, yes, my beloved. I am always here with you and for you. And together we say, and so it is. My name is Mitch Austin. I'm your grateful CSA practitioner. And I have today's affirmation. If you would care to pull it out of your bulletin, I will read it once. And if you're able to stand with us, we'll read it together a second time. I am connected to divine love and am present with it. As I feel and receive the love of the divine, I share it with others. Please stand if you're able. I am connected to divine love and am present with it. As I feel and receive the love of the divine, I share it with others. And so it is.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm Tracy Hall, not Whited. And I'm going to read the sacred reading today, which comes from 365 Book of Science, Days of Science of Mind. I accept the gifts, the divine gift. The Spirit itself witnesses with our spirit that we are children of God. Affirmative prayer means we clear the mind of all doubt and fear and turn in faith to great giver of life. It means that we become aware of the presence of God within us, around us, here and now. It means that we affirm this presence and accept it quietly, calmly, and peacefully, and in all its fullness. I now let go of every anxious thought. I now surrender any doubt or fear into the great heart of love. I look out upon the world and I say, this is my world because it's God's world. I think of all people as my friend because they live and they move and have an existence in the spirit. I now receive confidence and inspiration from the source of all life. I believe that love is guiding me. I think a divine power goes before me and perfects my way in joy and happiness. I believe this power flows through me to joy and happiness of those around me. I have a faith, a conviction, and assurance that cannot be moved, for I am established in love that surrounds everything I contact and every person I meet. I accept the life that Spirit has implanted in me, and this life reaches out to everything around me in joy, gladness, and blessed assurance that all is well. I enter the fullness and completeness of my self-expression and the perfection of Spirit. Therefore, I surrender myself entirely to the one power, that all-knowing mind, and the one present, which is beauty, love, peace, and joy. And so it is.
I know you guys never see me with a mic stand, but there's a reason for that this time. So we were supposed to have a guest artist here today that was unable to make it due to some family issues. So we support her in that. And in the process, I said, okay, so what can I sing? And of course, I have a ton of songs I can choose from. But in my everyday testimony, I listen to gospel music. And these two songs that I'm going to do today came to me this week. And I said, nope, this is what you're singing. And I was like, but God, I don't know them yet. And every morning I woke up with these songs on my tongue, which said to me that God said that this was a song I was supposed to sing. So I have some assistants. We're going to make it happen.
Who also are learning the song.
And if the wind don't blow these away, we'll be good. So let's get into my space. Trying to find a way to escape from all of the troubles, depression, and hate. Heard someone say you can take away pain, that your love is pure and will never change. You forgive, you give grace, your love is kind and never ends. I wanna love like you, I wanna love like you, so unconditional, patient and true. I wanna love like you, I wanna love like you. Show me to love, love like you do. Search in all kind of places, trying to find something to sustain them. If they only knew you could feel the void, turn their sorrows in, turn it to joy. You forgive, you give grace, your love is kind, it never ends. I wanna love like you, I wanna love like you, so unconditional, patient and true. I wanna love like you, I wanna love like you. Show me to love, love like you do. Show me the way to your heart. Give me the grace to share with my brothers and sisters. Help me to forgive those who wrong me. Help me to love all of my enemies. You forgive, you give grace, your love is kind, it never ends. I wanna love like you, I wanna love like you, so unconditional, patient and true. I wanna love like you. I wanna love like you. Show me to love like you do. I wanna love like you. I wanna love like you. So unconditional, patient and true. I wanna love like you. Said I wanna love like you. Yeah. Say it again. Said I wanna love like you. I wanna love like you. So unconditional, patient and true. Said I wanna love like you do.
Can you thank David Mormon, who always steps in? Thank the praise and worship team, to the house band. We are so blessed. We are so blessed, so fortunate. And I am so thankful. I am so thankful for the faces I haven't seen in a while who are here this morning. We're glad to have you back. Every week feels a little bit more like we're getting back to our normal experience. So whatever that's gonna be. Because hold on, baby, because you never know. So welcome this morning. And we just wanted to talk just for a few minutes about surrender. So my title is, Can You Handle Being Blessed? And the answer is either yes or no. Can you handle it? My answer is that we can and we will with Spirit's help. But we do have to surrender. We have to learn to let go and let God. That's exactly what that means. It means to surrender. When you surrender the struggle over to God. So do you perform the spiritual practices that we have been talking about? Remember, the word gifts is an acronym for gratitude, intention, forgiveness, tithing, and surrender. And so we're just going to summarize those things this morning. Gratitude immediately shifts us from a position of lack to abundance. We recognize at that point that there is abundance all around us, and the abundance is coming through, in, and around us as well. Intention is focused choice. It is a decision. It is not a wish. It is a decision to live differently. Have you made a decision for your life to be blessed, for your life to be abundant? It will require you to decide that that is the life that you want. Have you taken up your bed? Remember, we talked about sometimes we have made a bed, we have become so comfortable in our situation that we have made a bed, we've made it comfortable, and it becomes a bed of excuses. And have we taken up our bed and actually walked? Have we accepted that we are living often beneath the privileges that we have? It's the privileges that we have that is the abundant life. Have we let it go? Do we forgive? Are we forgiving? It's always a question in front of us. Are we practicing sacred giving or tithing? The divine spirit is asking, do you surrender? Now, I'm not talking about submitting to a person or to a place or to a community. I am talking about submitting to the divine spirit. The ultimate expression of trust is, I don't want to do it, but I will do it with Spirit's help. It's the way it all works, y'all. It's all about a decision and a choice. Surrender now, of course, has a bad reputation. It is the only more difficult thing to preach after tithing, is to talk about surrender. Because we don't like to surrender to anyone. So it has a bad reputation. But it's essential to experience the blessing of an abundant life. Because with an abundant life, we feel fully supported by good. We feel wholesome in our finances, in our health. Everything is rewarding. We have rewarding relationships, and whatever our vocation or our work is, an opportunity to share our unique gifts. We feel whole, perfect, and complete. We must come into agreement, though, with the divine spirit that only has our good waiting for us. Now, the qualities of the divine spirit are love, light, life, peace, power, health, wholeness, and joy. And it is our privilege that we possess all of these qualities that we allow to emerge from us. But spiritual surrender is about stopping the resistance that we have to being directed by the divine spirit. It's about bringing ourselves into alignment with what is good and true and perfect. And the first thing is to recognize that you are whole, perfect, and complete. Giving our will, our soul, our mind and our will and our emotions to be directed by the spirit that is within us. So our spiritual principle says, and it is also an affirmation, I surrender to the power and the presence of spirit within me. I let go and I let God. I let go of the struggle of trying to live life by myself. So we're completing the 5 gifts of the abundant life by Diane Harmony. And the abundant life is the life of being blessed. It's of being abundant. The question is that can we handle it? Can we handle the blessings and the abundance that is available to us? Now we have come to the S in the word gifts, and that is surrender. And surrender is necessary for experiencing the abundant life, being rich and full of the presence of the Spirit. And we experience abundant life when we have the shift in our consciousness from fear to faith, moving from a consciousness of fear to a consciousness of faith. Now remember, fear is the foundation of lack, of a belief in lack, of poverty, of death, of selfishness, of jealousy, and also resentment. All of it is based on fear. Fear is the basis of oppression. It is the basis of racism and being xenophobic. Overcoming fear, though, is very difficult because we live in a society that uses fear. It uses fear to consume our resources. Fear is big business. And overcoming that fear in the community is a difficult thing to do. But our spiritual practices are designed to move our consciousness. That is why we have them. They shift us, they transform us by our renewed mind. And a renewed mind is that do-right mind. We talked about a do-right mind, that you ain't gonna do right if you ain't got a do-right mind. The shift in consciousness is a journey. It is a journey of the soul. Our soul is our human mind, will, and emotions. It is our self-directedness that is often not directed toward good. We use the 5 gifts for this journey, and as a result, we have a prospering soul. A consciousness of faith is performing the spiritual practices, though, of gratitude, intention, forgiveness, tithing, and surrender. It's a life directed by the Spirit, trusting in that one divine Spirit, that divine Spirit that we call love, that we call life, that we call peace. Fear is being thankless, though, for all the goodness in life, that life is just not good enough. Refusing to acknowledge that there really is more goodness in our life than there is the negative. There is more good coming to me than the good I actually act upon. I don't practice as much good as I receive. It blames seeing our unhappiness as someone else's responsibility. It's not. It is surfing or browsing through life ignoring the fact that your life is not abundant. It's observing that everyone else is abundant, but you are not. We have to be a participant in the experience, and it happens through our practice of spiritual practices. Amen. A consciousness of fear is unforgiving because we have been hurt and offended, betrayed, and we believe we are justified in our resentment. We wish harm because we think it was just. It is a belief that we must get all that we can, because if we don't, we won't. Fear says that sacred giving is a burden, that it's an ancient practice with no relevance for modern life, a belief that life owes me something and that I don't have all that I should have. It views tithing or sacred giving as not necessary for us because we would be giving away what we think is ours. A consciousness of fear says, I will do life my way. I won't submit to anyone or anything because no one and nothing can be trusted. But we have been given gifts. The gifts are ours. There are spiritual practices that shift us away from the fear-oriented thinking. Gratitude, intention, forgiveness, tithing, and surrender. It's easy to remember. It's the words for gifts. This is how we experience the abundant life. To experience the abundant life of the soul. Our soul, remember, is our mind, our will, and our emotions. It is our own personality. It distinguishes me from you. We all have the same spirit, but it's my soul that is different than yours. And we must stop resisting and shift our consciousness toward the Spirit. Remember this promise, beloved, succeed, prosper, and be in good health as your soul prospers. But let's talk about the realness of life. Sometimes have you had enough? Have you tried to figure it all out? Have you tried to discover that the solutions that you come up with often just get you deeper and deeper into the problem? Have you tried to alter your mental state to only find some peace, but when you wake up in the morning, you absolutely hate yourself that you did? Are you tired of being sick and tired? Are you tired of being angry, of being frustrated, of being upset, and being discouraged? Have you come to the end of your rope? You don't have to redirect yourself from fear to faith, but often we have to come to the end of our rope, finding that our ideas, our solutions, and our tricks don't work. Did you think you were smarter than everyone else and that you were smarter than spirit, so you directed your own life in your own direction because you have figured out everything? But then you recognize that our behavior is often not consistent with what we say we believe. It is often self-destructive and it is self-inflicted harm. Have you tried to control only to find that despite all the knowledge that you have, that you cannot make yourself do what you think you want to do? And despite all of this knowledge, Spirit still resides with us. It's like repeating the same thing over and over again and deciding that you're expecting at this time it's going to come out different than it did before. Have you looked for satisfaction only to find yourself wanting more? These are the facts, but they are not the principles. And because they are facts and not principles, they are subject to change. We have the abundant life within us. Regardless to the facts of life, it is the Spirit that dwells within us that gives us this level of abundance. There is nothing outside of us. It is all within the divine Spirit within us is all that we need to live the abundant life. Life is blessed. It is blessed with abundance, and its operating system is circulation. Blessed with abundance is all around us, but unless we participate in the flow, our blessings are obstructed They're diverted and they're wasted. Circulation is true for physical as well as spiritual and economic health. Just think about it. All that money that you have, that you save, somebody else has to move it for it to have any value. Faith says that we set an intention about taking responsibility for our own thoughts and behavior. Submitting to Spirit is letting go and letting God. We cannot control people or circumstances, but we can control a shift in our consciousness from fear to faith. It's a choice. It's a decision to follow the way it works. It's a shift in agreeing and being in alignment with the practices that are consistent with Spirit. It moves us from darkness to light. We will only experience the level of being blessed based on our level of consciousness. We cannot enjoy where our consciousness cannot travel. It is the abundant life that we want, and it is our gift. It is our heritage to possess it and to live it. Now, that's just not money. It's health, it's wholeness, it's good relationships, it's the ability to have a vocation in life that is rewarding. It is the power and the presence of Spirit within us. And we start this entire process of transformation by following the spiritual practices. We can't get away from it. There's nothing, no special weekend you can have. You can't go away and hide and think it's all, the abundant life is going to awaken to you. We practice so that our consciousness shifts because the blessing is already within us. As we give the five gifts, we also receive. It is the universal law of circulation. If we perform the spiritual practices and surrender to the power and presence of the Spirit within us, we can handle anything. And we can handle being blessed with the abundant life. But ask yourself the question, can you handle the abundant life? Yes, we can, with Spirit's help. That's what the Spirit within us is designed to do, is to lead and guide us into all that is good and perfect and the abundant life that dwells within us. We have been looking every place else. We have looked to people, we've looked to places, we've looked to things. We have held off our goodness, saying, when this happens, I will be happy, I will feel satisfied, only to understand that we are ignoring the happiness that we already possess. Hear me, the best is yet to come if you open yourself to being led and guided by the Spirit that is divine, that works within us to do and to will all that is good and perfect. It's just a decision, and we start by doing the practices. And so it is. See, really, we think we are in control. And we really are not in control of anyone or anything. The only thing that we are in control of is our choices. And I am asking that you choose Spirit this morning. The one thing you can trust, love, embrace, because it only has good for you. Let us pray, knowing this one power and presence, this one ultimate reality that reveals itself in and through us. And for this, we are ever so thankful. We know that we are at the threshold of the blessing of an abundant life. We can handle being blessed. So we just rejoice. We're just thankful, knowing that it is so. Thankful that of all the wonders and the beautiful things in our life. And so it is. So it is. It's time for our offering. Money is God in action. I send it forth to bless and to prosper all who come in contact with it. And so it is. And please welcome David, praise and worship team, and the band.
Now this one's a little tougher. Not just because vocally it's tougher, but lyrically it's tougher. Because, like you said, you got to let go and let God, right? And there were so many times in my journey where I had to do that. Because I tell you, I stand here today as a person who was told many, many, many times that you're not a singer. Yeah, I was told that. And they were right. I'm not a singer. I'm a worship leader. There's a difference. But if I had listened to everybody else's plan and not listened to God's plan, I wouldn't be here. So I want to challenge you to remember you're whole, perfect, and complete as you are. And no one knows that path but God and you. And there's going to be bumps on that road, on that path. But that doesn't mean it's not your path. It just means you need to endure those bumps, to learn from those bumps, to be an even better, stronger, more vibrant version of yourself as you were intended to be. So I'm going to try to keep myself together as I sing this song, but there is one lyric in particular that really stands out. It says, life says, look at what's wrong, but faith says, stand and be strong. Tested, but committed to staying with you, ignoring thoughts that make me doubt you. Life says, look at what's wrong, but faith says, stand and be strong. In the darkness, I still declare that you will see me through. I will keep my mind on what you are able to do. I will lift my eyes, for my help cometh from you. I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. Weary, but not worried, for you are my strength. The peace I feel in your presence, joy is revealed. You are working behind the scenes, perfecting and covering me. In the darkness I will declare, nothing's too hard for you. I will keep my mind on what you are able to do. I will lift my eyes, for my help coming from you. I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. I'm depending on you. My light and my salvation, no need to fear.
my help cometh from you.
I will keep my mind, yeah.
What you are able to do.
I will lift my eyes.
My help cometh from you.
I'm depending on you, you. I'm depending on you, you. I'm depending on you, you. I'm depending on you. Now sing this, see. Depend on you. Sing that with me. Depend on you. Depend on you. Everybody sing along with me, come on. Depend on you.
Depend.
No one can tell me I'm not worthy. No one can tell me it's not in God's plan. I will depend on you. I will lean on you. I will let you guide me to my place. No one can stop me. No one can hold me back. It's gotta tell me it's my plan. Oh yeah. On you. Depend on you. Depend on you. On you. Depend on you. On you.
Depend
on you. On you.
Depend on you.
I will keep my mind on what you are able to do. I will lift my eyes, for my help cometh from you.
Thank you, David. Thank you. Just thank you. Just in case there's any confusion, that you is in you. It's not anyplace else. It's being led and guided by the Spirit that is in you. Oh, amen. I just want to remind everyone there are refreshments this way before you leave. The people who were our first-time visitors and you were scared to fill out the card at the beginning, please fill it out now. You see that it's not terrible here. We're not strange. Well, a little bit of strange. We certainly are different and diverse. And so we invite you to do that. We're so glad that you're here. You're such a blessing. Thank you for showing up. If you show up, I'll show up. Amen. Hit it, maestro.
I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came. So glad you came. I'm glad you came. So glad you came. The sun comes out, the stars change. All that counts.
God's beloved, we have a message for you. We love you. We're glad you're here. And we are here for you.
We have had a wonderful morning this morning. First of all, we have some newcomers, which we're so grateful, and some new regulars. So let's give them a hand. And we had a guest instructor teaching them yoga and meditation this morning, Sandy Russi. Okay, Declan, go ahead.
God is magic. peace in my center.
Center. Go ahead.
Center.
And the team.
Teens? Teens?
Today in Teen, we played Get to Know You Icebreakers.
We are so fortunate to have our teachers. And we do love our children. You can rise for the benediction. Something good is happening through me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my heart. Life is in my mind. Life is in my affairs. I take this life out this day and I share it with another. And so it is, and so I am, and so we are. Amen.
Oh, let us be a generation of reconciliation and peace, and let us be a holy nation where pride and prejudice shall cease. Let us speak the truth in love to the lost and least of these. Let us serve God in unity so others will believe. Let us be a generation of